Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal.
I'm gonna show you how great I am.
Hey guys, what up? In this one, we're going to talk about the I element in the simple leadership model, which is called influence. Influence is the ability to help change the thoughts and the actions of other people in a positive manner, and that is what the crux of leadership is, according to John C. Maxwell in his book 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership, the very first and great, one of the best business books and leadership books of all times. It absolutely changed my life when my dad gave it to me at 18. So thanks very much, cool dad, for that. And in that, he says that leadership is influence, nothing more and nothing less. Have you ever gone into a meeting? Let's just say you've been given a position of authority, and you go into the meeting room and the boardroom, and you've got people that are congregated around there, and you feel that you're going to start driving the agenda, but then there's this one guy or this one person who can sit there very quietly, who doesn't have the official title, doesn't have the official mandate to lead the team, but he will control the agenda, he'll give the ideas, he'll give the way forward, he'll be able to dictate how things will go. He doesn't have that formal position of leadership. However, he was able to influence the outcome of that meeting, and hence the outcome of the project and the outcome of the work that is to be done. And that is what leadership is. The true person in that, true leader in that room might not necessarily have been you, but the person who was able to guide, to influence, and to direct the direction of how that meeting went. And that is what influence is. Influence can be you convincing someone to buy a certain product that's going to be positive to them. Influence can be getting a team to work later than they originally should have because they're able to buy into your idea. Leadership is influence, nothing more and nothing less. It is not about the title. Many people are given titles of leadership, but they do not have the influence, and they're at the highest levels of organization, but then the people at the lowest levels of organization are able to influence other people at a far greater extent than the people at the top of the organization, and those are the true leaders out there. Influence is not about your knowledge. You may have all the knowledge in the world, but if you're not able to use that to influence people to move to a certain direction, then you're not necessarily a leader. And being a necessary leader or a person of influence, you might be a pioneer. You might have gone to an idea first. You might have gone to a place first. But that does not necessarily mean that you are a person or a strong person of influence. You might be an entrepreneur. You might think of an idea and then you might want to act on it. But that does not necessarily mean that you are the most influential person. Another person who might not necessarily be the entrepreneur who started the idea might be able to influence other people to work towards that idea. So you having the title, formal leadership mandate, vast amounts of knowledge, and being a pioneer does not necessarily mean that you've got the influence. Influence is the ability to convince a person to do something that is obviously positive. Because I know in the back in the days we had Stalin, we had Hitler, and they were able to influence vast numbers of people, but their aim was not necessarily the best. So here are some of the things about influence that can help you in terms of your influence. Your character. Can people trust you? Have you got a good track record with regards to your character? Whether you want to admit it or not, a person who lies, who cheats, who's always late, who steals, that's a person of questionable character, and their chances of them being able to influence another person might necessarily be low. And what about your experience? How experienced are you?
It could be the day that turns your life around. All you need is a reason to turn you on. Today my life changes. Now who can do that? Anybody. When can you do it? Whatever day you pick.